Alright, Kid Nation by Jontron.
Hey everyone, before we get into things, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, and that sponsor is Lords Mobile. Not only did they help make this video possible today, but they also are aiding in the fight against the coronavirus by donating over 1.8 million pieces of medical supplies to countries in need.
Damn, that's
but
a
that's
lot
not
of
all.
pieces.
They also want to support you. Me? Oh yes, you. With everything going on in the world today right now, Lords Mobile and I wanted to try to find a way to help you and give back a bit. So we're doing a $20,000 giveaway. 20 people will be getting $1,000 each. It's super simple. All you've got to do is download the game from the link in the description and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win. You'll also automatically receive a $350 Lords Mobile gift pack after downloading the game.
Oh my god!
In Lords Mobile, you can play with over 300 million players around the world to form a guild with your friends and take on the world together. Your guild mates are your allies who can send you resources and help you with your building projects. You can also team up together to take down your enemies and defend each other from outside threats. Or if you just want to let off some steam, you can capture, sequester, execute, or even charge ransoms for other players. The game has a mix of strategy, RPG, MMO, and city building. And if you're a solo player, they have an RPG-style campaign where you'll create your strongest team of 5 heroes to lead your kingdom to glory! Or failure! Sorry, I can't guarantee your victory if you aren't in my guild. My bad. So, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download Lords Mobile from the link in my description to automatically be entered in the $20,000 giveaway. Okay, let's go!
Finally!
I've got a question for you.
I'm ready.
If it were the year 2007, your name were Jonathan Karsh, and CBS, the primetime family-friendly television network, just gave you a shitload of money to make a reality television show, would you, A, put a bunch of literal children in the middle of the desert in a Lord of the Flies-style situation without adult supervision and force them to survive, or B, congratulations! If you chose A, you're correct!
What the hell? Lord of the Flies? Lord of the Flies style show? Is that what the thumbnail was about? I was very confused. 40 kids, no parents.
Shame. Basically, this was a real show somehow. I don't know how they got away with it. It was a real reality television show in 2007 where they took a bunch of young kids of varying ages and put them in the middle of a desert to create a society all on their own. And they filmed it. For real, I swear I'm not making this up. They really did this. And
they better have committed to the bit of like having the children crying in front of like a cameraman or something. They're like, Mr. Cameraman, we're hungry. And he's like, all right, Timmy, can you cry a little bit harder? And then he like zooms in on the little kid's tears.
I have no idea how I've never heard of it. I had to experience this. And now, so do you.
Okay,
so
I'm ready.
Prepare yourselves for the impending PR disaster that was
It couldn't have been that bad. Surely, smile. What?
This is Bonanza City, New Mexico, or what's left of it anyway. The pioneers who ran this place back in the 1800s ran it into the ground. Lack of leadership and lack of will combined to leave this town completely and totally dead.
Lack of leadership, lack of courage, lack of hydration. They moved to Los Angeles. They're fine now. I'm gonna put kids here. How did they get away? Was there a lawsuit attached to this? I need to look this up. In the synopsis from the Kid Nation wiki here. Speaking before an audience of television reviewers, producer Tom Foreman acknowledged that Kid Nation would inevitably share some elements with William Golding's novel, Lord of the Flies.
Don't kids die in that book and stuff? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, no? Yeah, there's kids that die in there. Why would you do that?
How do you bitch that? Listen,
Hi,
board of directors,
Mooncat,
I know you've got safety at the forefront of your mind. Inevitably, though, the kids will begin to kill one another to form a dominance hierarchy. If you see, if those are the script, that's the script and this is the production, it's built, you can't not have the fat kid die. It's really hard.
Now, 40 new pioneers will try to fix their forefathers' mistakes and build a town that works. It
But
won't
they're
be
little
easy.
kids,
Pioneer
man.
living is tough. And the amazing part is...
No shit, this is in the middle of New Mexico, man.
These pioneers are children.
I love this freaking epic helicopter shot. I like how he's like, yes, that's correct. As I'm speaking to you now, 40 children are barreling towards me at a speed that is not legal in most of the lower 48 states.
That's right. The oldest just turned 15. The youngest is 8 and a half.
8 and a half?
Got that one just looking at a picture of their family. That's the last you'll ever see. You're gonna be forgetting mommy's face soon.
They are every kind of kid imaginable. City kids, country kids, rich, poor,
and even the rarest kind of kid of all, missing.
I'm not gonna be with my parents. There's no adults, and I think I'm gonna die out here because there's nothing.
Wait, you're 8 years old and you say that out loud? Holy shit, this little kid. I didn't even know what death was until when I was 8 years old. I think I'm gonna die. I wonder if they coerced this child, man. I wonder if they told him to say out loud, like, hey, I think I'm gonna die.
He's got a lock on it. Jimmy, 8, the youngest. Clearly kids are smarter than we give him credit for.
Here's what I'm afraid about. If I catch a bad disease or I break a leg, literally.
What the heck? What?
She's gonna be the winner. I can tell. The attitude?
She's very bright.
Attitude. Good one. Good attitude, though.
40 kids with no parents, no teachers anywhere. And their leaders, they're kids too.
Everyone's kids. The cameramen, kids. The producers, kids. The medic. That's 3 kids. We thought that was too hard for 1 kid. Split it among 3.
It's the first ever Kid Nation.
Kid Nation.
That's right.
Wow.
We're seriously dropping kids off to fend for themselves in the genuine middle of nowhere.
Poggers. 40 kids. No adults. Oh my god, how could you trust people, dude? What in the actual frick, man? This comics are comics. Comics, you can't say that. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but the YouTube procs are gonna definitely read that, man. That is freaked up, man.
That's the buzzard that'll eat your dehydrated corpse if you don't work hard enough at the game.
And die.
Come off the bus!
Get the fuck up! What are you waiting for? You think I got time for this? You know who I am? I gotta get on a plane to somewhere real.
Hey everybody, gather
Yeah,
up.
he's gonna fly away on his freaking jet. Yeah, 40 days, only kids, no adults. That's right. I gotta miss when shit was crazy like this. Do you guys remember? Oh my god, I'm sorry, this is like a tangent, but like not kind of a tangent, but sort of. Do you guys remember Survivor or like Fear Factor? And they had to drink horse or bull not, how do I phrase this so I don't get demonetized? Bull cum. I actually watched that, like a rerun of that. Yeah, bull juice. Yes, bull spunk. Yeah. And I remember watching that, and I actually threw up in my mouth. I know. I couldn't like think how disgusting. Yes, they drank bull milk. Yeah, it was actually foul for like $1 million, and I remember they lost or something, right?
Gather up, pack it in. I'm Jonathan.
So it was
nice
all
to
for
meet you
nothing
guys.
as well.
They don't feel the same way, Jonathan. They don't feel the same way. And by the way, how dare you use such a name? Sneeze. But that's not going to stop me from saying what I need to say.
Why is he muted? What? Is he okay? Oh my god, I thought I was going insane for a second. Oh, he had to sneeze? I was like...
Oh, fuck. It's the worst when you can't sneeze.
So how are you guys feeling?
I was like,
Well, say goodbye to that school bus.
How's everybody feeling? Oh, scared? Well, good news. Have a look at the
Suck
tail
it
end of your
up.
only possible way out of here. It's gone.
bus!
And say hello to the middle of nowhere.
Good luck. Sorry you didn't get, like, Fear Factor.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah. It's just setting in on whatever I got myself. I mean, my parents got me into. Are the parents liable here? Because I think the parents are liable here.
Imagine you're a kid that saw this like 18 years later when they're like grown up and they like sue their parents for like child endangerment or some shit. That would be crazy.
Because I don't think like an 8-year-old is just like, Mommy, can you send me out into a desert with Jonathan Karsh? I don't think the 8-year-old takes most of those steps. I think some of it's on the parents there.
Bonanza City is just a few miles that way, and you're going to be there for the next 40 days. But don't worry, you've got each other. You've also got 4 leaders. And they were chosen because they represent all of you in age, geography, everything.
Geography.
Are you trying to accuse me? I didn't get the 3 who they represent age, geography, everything?
They're your town council, and I think I hear them coming.
Oh,
right
shit.
Now. This is Mike.
Hey.
I came from a helicopter, came from the sky.
I think I'm a good leader because I have respect for other people's ideas.
Unlike the rest of these freaks.
And this is Taylor, a gung-ho pageant queen.
If I can make this a better world, I'd bring
Oh,
world
shit,
peace
you can
to
wield
Africa
guns?
with all the orphans, especially to Iraq, and that'd be the #1 place that needs world peace.
That's beautiful, Taylor, and you can get right on that after you finish bringing running water to this town of 40 literal infants.
This is Anjay, a genius spelling bee champ.
3 adults I know have done a good job. George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay, 3 of the only good adults, all of them
Wait, you missed out the other founding fathers. Damn, that's strong.
wanted the British to stop ruling their country.
And this is
That's
Laura,
strong.
a respected student leader.
I really believe in my own true beliefs, and no one's gonna make me think otherwise.
Wow.
She's from Massachusetts.
Politicians.
When I saw those 4 kids, I was
Waffling,
like,
yes.
oh no, this is all gonna fall apart. What? Is this the right people? Or
You
are they
got an
just getting
anime, that's
back on the
right.
helicopter?
I mean, I'm looking at them coming down, and I'm thinking, frankly, my biggest problem here is just that they're unelected, and also that they're children.
Behind me are wagons filled with 40 days worth of frontier supplies. You guys are gonna grab a wagon and get started. It's a long hike.
What? They drop them off and then they have to carry everything back on. What?
And that's just the beginning. The next 40 days will be hard.
This is hard for a 7-foot-tall Norman Viking. You're about that big.
If you just can't
This is
handle all of
content
this,
milking
well,
for
there's
sure,
going to be a
damn.
town hall meeting in a few days where any one of you can decide to give up and go home.
Yeah,
If any of you
carrying
wants
your
to be a little
stuff.
bitch on national television in front of all your peers, well, don't worry, you could do that in 5 days from now.
It's entirely up to you, okay?
There are no correlating factors relating to your decision. It is 100% up to you. Do you understand?
Council, 2 things you need to remember. First, after you get to town and settle in, go to the chapel where you'll find an old book that'll give you a lot more information about what to do.
It's called the Holy Bible, and god damn it, you guys are gonna need it. Smart guy, that god.
Second, there's something I want to show you. It's a good idea to get to know the kids in your town because every few days, you're going to give one of them one of
What?
these.
Wow. What
It's
the
a
hell is
trophy
that?
for the top kid in town.
Okay, I don't care what it is. Keep it out of my eyes, please.
Because Bonanza City was
Isn't that kind of a fire hazard? I'm not gonna lie. The middle of the New Mexico desert, like, it's a fire hazard. What if it like reflects the sun off of it and like lights a freaking bush on fire? Fire hazard, yeah.
based on
Yeah, literal
mining.
gold
This
star.
2-pound star is worth its weight in
Or
$20,000.
No.
no,
Wow.
because if these kids have an understanding of what $20,000 was.
I don't think. Yeah, I didn't understand what $20,000 was. I thought $100 was a lot when I was a kid.
What's that worth?
I was like, damn.
50, 60, 70 Snickers bars?
Promise me you can't tell anybody about this.
I'm not talking about the star. I'm talking about this.
I also like the premise of like secrecy, and then kids don't keep secrets, and then it like creates this distrust between them, the deceit.
Please,
I like that.
Don't tell anybody about this. I can get in a lot of trouble.
I
We don't
like
want to
this a
start a
lot.
riot here on the wagon train, okay?
You don't
Well,
want
they will.
your top military guards to be decapitated, heads on pikes around the Bastille, okay? You don't want that. La resistance! Okay, you don't want any of that, okay? You don't want that to happen.
I don't think it's too much fun living in the old days.
Oh no!
No fun.
He really doesn't look like he's having a good time, like for real.
He's like crying.
It has to be done.
Hey, it ain't easy pulling carts of plastic Tupperware and chicken eggs and shit, but I wouldn't start doing, okay? That's strong enough.
There's nothing here. It just looks like there was something, but now it's gone. This place
Wow.
is dead, and we need to bring it back to life.
I felt sort of weird because I thought that maybe there would be adults.
You can't script that. You can't make that up. That kid is the proof. That kid's a legitimate proof this actually happened.
What did he say again? What did that little
I
kid
thought
say?
that maybe there would be adults.
You can't script that. You can't make that up. That kid is the proof. That kid's a
Oh
legitimate
my
proof this actually happened.
God!
Here,
I thought
when
there'd be a
kids grow up,
dog.
There's no President Bush. There's nothing.
Homegirl, you used to talk about Jeb. Now, if Jeb were here, this would be a fixed up town.
Are we supposed to live here? In disarray. Guys, there's something in here.
Oh, hey, I think there's
It
some...
would have been so funny if like they didn't clean up the place before. Adults know a dog. Oh, adults. Oh, I was like, a dog? I mean, I guess it's kind of cute. Jesus, dude.
Okay, that's just scorpions, I think. There's like a big snake in there, too. It's just scorpions and a snake, guys.
Well, when we first started planning for dinner, I realized that a lot of us haven't done anything.
Does screwdriver beat like can of corn? If I put a hole in my friend, does he stop? Does he like slow down?
We need some water. Guys, where's the water?
There's no water?
Oh no!
How do you get water if you don't have water? How do you get water if you don't have water? Just hit the ground. Just. Oh.
Taylor, what's
Are
wrong?
those kids gonna be okay,
I
man?
just like missing home, and I just miss my own bed, and like getting to eat protein, like and meat.
How is this not child abuse, man? This is so scary. What the fuck? Holy.
I just miss those like base amino acids that my cells need to survive. I don't know. I just wish they would have like at least left a couple Flintstone gummies or something.
I don't know if I'm gonna be at the meeting or not. Why? Today has been the worst day in 3 years.
What exactly happened?
What happened 3 years ago, little man? This is the worst day in 3 years. Oh my lord,
To
man.
you 3 years ago, Jared. What happened?
I don't see any food. No food.
When we say one pancake a piece, you need to take one pancake a piece. Some people didn't get pancakes. I didn't get any pancakes. This is the second day. Why are we arguing already like this?
Oh no. Oh
Hey guys, listen up! This is to prove that kids of all age groups like you guys can actually take control, get organized.
no. Guys, you're kids. You don't have to do anything. The worst you have to worry about is your freaking Fortnite card being declined. Like, oh my lord, man.
And that you can actually work together cooperatively. You guys actually need to make new leaders because, yes, okay, they've made a few mistakes.
These
This
poor
is the
little
second day.
kids.
There's
Yeah,
gonna
we're not
be
getting your
mistakes, okay?
tendies.
But you guys really need to think of your job and you need to take control of it. And after
What
we do
job?
that,
You're
we'll just
10.
become a working machine.
Each of us will be a cog in a big machine, an empty
I just want
machine.
some
It's gonna have
water.
to be
Yeah,
that
some
way, or else we'll
water.
all starve.
And we'll just work out a lot better.
Michael, he did it! Our king! Is it great?
It is not fake, man. It's not.
Here's the book.
This is real.
Pioneer Journal. There's Bonanza City, 1885. If you're reading this, then you made it to Bonanza City. We couldn't make this town work, but maybe you can build a better Bonanza and a better world.
Oh, on the second page, there's just a picture of a bunch of skeletons. Weird.
If you want your town to work better than ours, best divide your groups into 4 equal districts: blue, red, green, and yellow.
You gotta split that sucker up into blue, green, yellow, and the other color. That's
And they're gonna have tribalism in between those ones.
how you do it.
In
okay?
those groups.
You split it into colors. That's how you make
can't
a
wait.
town. But I wouldn't take advice from us, because we ran a town to the ground.
Yesterday, Jonathan told us about this really old book.
I read like a passage from it out loud. I think it was an incantation. I know I shouldn't have, but the town might be cursed now. But Jimmy, you're green. Alex, gonna be blue.
So in order to make it work, we had to split you guys up into 4 different districts.
I mean, I know it's counterintuitive, but the town, it's got to be districtized because that's straight from the guys who killed the town, made the town die. It's gonna die otherwise.
I think I did a good job at picking the teams. People seem to like each other. They get along.
Where's Jimmy? I don't know. I'm gonna Jimmy?
Okay, everyone, don't panic. We've lost Jimmy. The youngest is missing.
Massive piss.
Stinky.
Why did they give him gang bandanas too? Thanks, Usel's tear. Thank you for the 2 months. We lost Jimmy. Oh no! Oh.
Was this not awkward to film? You track down this 8-year-old somewhere randomly in the camp. It's just you and him, and you're just silently filming him cry.
Oh my god! I thought it was a joke. They're actually filming them having a mental breakdown as little kids. They're like, all right, Jimmy, can you like wipe your nose a little bit? Can you use the bandana to dab your tears? Yeah, Jimmy, can you like can you do that for me? Well, 'cause this is a really great shot. Just like dab your tears with your little gray bandana, please.
Cry? What are you, monsters? That's great. Nice, Jimmy. Just give me more of that. Just keep thinking about how you have literally no escape.
Go blue.
Somebody has graffitied with the chalk all over. Gonna find out who did this.
If only they would have left some sort of...
We're gonna find out who did it. So bad. Dude, I wonder when copyright expiration like goes away. I want to watch these really bad shows. It's been like 20 years since these have been a thing, right? We should make like a thing out of it, like watching bad American TV shows, like gaming shows,
Pioneers, gather up!
without getting like
The bell's ringing.
taken down.
Yeah, I seen John live there ringing it. I was like, I wonder what that's for.
What is that for? You know, because Jay Carson's ringing that bell quite liberally, and it's not generally good plans he's got for us. So, you know, I'm really wondering what that's for.
2007. I don't think you can.
Pioneer living
Can't
is tough,
stream
isn't
it.
it? Who thinks this has been totally chaotic?
Show of hands. Who thinks any of this has been reasonable at all? Who thinks this is totally out of line?
Jimmy, you're a little quiet over here. How's this on you? You're only 8 years old. Are you missing your parents?
Must be hard seeing as I dropped you off in this barren landscape. You miss your mommy and daddy? Or just speak.
Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna shit your pants?
Up. What are you so quiet for? Small infant in the back? You're looking like easy prey as far as I see it.
Dude, this guy's
Maybe it's time to get a little bit more organized. How does that sound?
Yeah, yes,
you gonna
please. Yes, that's what I
cry?
want. That is what I want. That's what I want.
This board lays out all the jobs that need to be done to make this town run.
Okay, that's not really what I was thinking. I was thinking when you said organized, I was thinking like a supply chain of food and dairy that comes like once a week, maybe.
Cooking, cleaning, even running stores. That's right.
Woo woo! Retail. Yeah.
You guys are going to be managing stores in
doesn't
Bonanza
know.
City filled with cool stuff. You'll even run a soda saloon where root beer costs a nickel. How does that sound?
Fuck yeah, root beer. Yeah. Can we get water first though?
As you can see on the board, starting right now,
Root beer, man, you are getting root beer is soda, you ding dong,
get
not literal
paid
beer.
for doing your jobs. We're going to figure out who does what fairly. In true Wild West fashion, we're going to have a showdown.
That's right. You kids are going to fight to the
Hoedown.
death for your fixed spot in the hierarchy of this child-backed feudal economy. Woo! All right, Jimmy, you better work the hardest out of anyone here. You got the most of your life to live out in this system. You're only 8 years old. See? That's you all the way down there.
Oh my
Better
god.
hope you can scrounge up enough corn to pay the cooking
Child
class their wage.
feudalism.
Okay? That's me up there. That's the king, Jay Karsh. It works out pretty good in the end there. It's kind of it's an elegant
Pyramid
little system.
scheme.
So yeah, he makes the teams compete for their place in the social structure here, literally, which is amazing considering the kids who get in the laborer class clearly have shown themselves here to be the least able to do labor. So That's a bit of a cruel trick.
You guys all pull together and you want a reward for the entire town. The reward is going to be a choice.
Christ's sakes. You're going to make them pick. All right. What do we got?
Outhouses. 4 of them.
Man, I can't wait to go to the saloon after a long day tending to the mines and crack open an ice cold root beer.
Yeah, and it's not even free. It costs you a nickel.
Right, from 1 to 8.
From 1 to 8? You've only given one outhouse this whole time? Wait, are you serious? Have they seriously, I mean, I know it's reality TV, but we've established this one's a little different. Are you telling me they've actually had all the kids be using one outhouse? Oh.
That's actually disgusting. I really hope that's fake as hell.
Dude, you know what I mean? You just sometimes you meet a guy, you fucking
You just wanna,
So which reward will you choose? 7 more outhouses or this? A TV!
oh my god! A fucking TV! They're gonna pick the TV! Oh my god! Oh my god! Everyone's shitting in the same place. You can't make little kids with one power, with one cable. I know, isn't that insane? No, what? I really hope they choose the outhouses. Did a bunch of adults get together and think about how much they can fuck with kids or what? There is a TikTok of an adult man, well, not sorry, I shouldn't say adult man. I said it's a parent, and they give a little 8-year-old child like a picking between like lobster or cookies. You know what I mean? And she's like, I'll pick the cookies. And he's like, okay, cookies or crab. And then she's like, I want the cookies. You know what I mean? Like, kids don't understand the value of certain things because they're freaking kids. They're not gonna pick the outhouses. They're gonna continue shitting in one outhouse.
Sanitary conditions. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
No gangrene. Young Sheldon.
Council, you guys run this town. It's really up to you. So take a walk.
Yeah,
talk,
cookies are
and
$1 million.
figure this out.
Exactly. Sorry, that was a bad analogy. It was like $50 or cookies or 3 Oreos or $500. They just don't understand. They want the value of what is in right now. They're gonna pick the TV. I bet you $100.
TV. When are they gonna have time to actually watch the TV?
Okay, critical thinking.
But also, you look at the fact, the TV, like, people just something to do.
I've heard like they're planning a coup. They're coming for us. At least when SpongeBob, Squidward are on the screen, okay, dancing around, it's gonna distract them. We don't have to get drawn and quartered.
Yeah, circuses. Yeah.
We made a quick decision that.
Please, for the love of God, there was two little kids that said. John just casually talking about publicly hanging children in the town square. No, it's okay because they're gonna do it to themselves. He's not the one doing it, so it's fine. They're gonna pick the TV and they're gonna be like, wait, where's the electricity? Why isn't the plug work? I'm actually gonna lose my shit if it's actually that's what's gonna happen.
We don't want any more diseases from the toilet. Yeah, we want the toilet.
I might leave. Why?
Oh, Pog, they actually
Jimmy,
picked out
why
houses.
would you want to go home right now?
Oh, thank God.
Same here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you do need to stay.
Good
You
job.
keep your pointy finger away from my little Jimmy. Don't poke my Jimmy like that. You understand? You poked him again.
So proud
Don't
of them.
poke my Jimmy like that.
Let's go, Pioneers!
Yay!
And welcome to the very
Outhouses!
first Bonanza City Town Hall meeting.
Just so you know, this is the first time the kids can elect to leave. So they were stuck here until this part. This is it. This is the first time. They had to go through all of that before they're allowed to leave.
Oh gosh, I hope everyone's gonna be nice to each other.
How much do their parents get for this? I'm sure
Hope nobody
not
brings
very
out a
much.
Bone club they picked from a wildebeest out in the desert, starts brandishing it, beating down the other kids. Hope that doesn't happen.
Half
Now,
the
I know
kids are
this
gonna
has
leave,
been
I
an
bet.
emotional few days, and a lot of you miss your folks. I'm going to ask this question in every town meeting.
Of course
Does
you're gonna
anybody want to
leave,
go
man.
home?
Anybody here want to look like a little
Pussy.
bitch?
Taylor, you were pretty homesick. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, Taylor, remember that thing you told me in confidence that I'm now revealing in front of all your peer group? How about now? How's it going now? You still feeling like a big loser, baby? We want to go home?
Does anyone else here want to go home?
Yeah. Oh.
That was the energy I got.
The show stresses the difficulty in creating a viable society. While each child received $5,000 for their involvement, gold stars valued at $20,000 and $50,000 were awarded to select outstanding participants as decided by the elected town council, pulled straight from the wiki.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I also think that the 8-year-old is always going to pick their parents. They're going to be scared.
Got from that.
Jimmy, why do you want to go home?
I'm really homesick.
Aww.
I'm way too young for this.
He's like the only person with a
Oh
rational sense of anything here.
Jimmy's so smart.
I am way too young for this, Jonathan.
Do you want to leave?
I think if they were like maybe like 12 or 16, that would be a little bit more reasonable. Like when you're 12 years old, at least you have a little bit of more of a conscience. Jimmy, no.
This entire experience and go back home.
He's smarter than most 8-year-olds, I would say.
And tell me you want to walk back home and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich made by your mom?
Yeah.
That's really what you want to do, Jimmy?
You pussy.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. Bye. Bye. I'm Jimmy. Bye. I'm Jimmy. Bye.
We'll call your parents. We'll take you home. And this is the end of your
life. Only the strong survive. No one leaves Kid Nation unless they make it through Kid Nation.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, pussy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Can't you lie to Jimmy? Bye, Jimmy.
Should have called him a pussy.
Way too homesick and just needed to go home.
Now, one last piece of business before we close, and I think you guys are going to like this.
Oh, shit.
Take a look at this, you guys.
What the hell? Okay, now he brings it up like the literal second Jimmy leaves. He's like, all right, now that loser's gone, who wants to win $20,000?
You don't know
Jimmy
what
was robbed.
$20,000 is,
I'm just
man.
gonna say it. Jimmy was robbed here.
The person we felt who worked the hardest this entire time that they've been here is Sophia.
So Sophia wins it, and then they allow her to go to the one phone in the facility that they've been locking off from everyone. She's able to contact her mother for help. I got the mom's just on the other end, probably like, that's great, sweetie. What do you mean? I thought the desert, rattlesnakes. What do you mean? Feudalism? Honey, where are you? Honey, where are you? Can you see an intersection? What's the nearest street sign? Honey!
Bonanza City!
Imagine that's actually what the phone call is. They have no idea. Is there more, man?
This has been probably illegal, definitely unethical. I give it 5 stars, worth $20,000 each.
Yay. Oh, that was awesome.
Next time on Jontron, find out the thrilling conclusion to the Kid Nation saga as John dives headfirst into an interview with Jimmy, 8, from New Hampshire. Though he's not 8 anymore. At least
No
I think.
freaking way.
Kid Nation aired quite a long time ago now, so I doubt he's still 8. But you'll have to tune in next time to find out.
Did you have any concept at that age of like, oh, it's reality TV, but it's probably not going to be like totally real?
Guys, do you want to watch the interview? I've never... That is so freaking funny. I did not know that. Yes, okay.
What may have seemed like the ending there was really just the beginning for us. We had to get down to the bottom of what actually happened at Kid Nation. And I'm very pleased to announce we have a very special guest joining us here today. So everyone, please put your hands together for Jimmy Flynn!
Jimmy!
Sorry, we gotta take precautions here. All right.
Yo, Jimmy, you kind of
spray
cute.
you down first, Jimmy. All right, sorry about this. It's for your own good. Okay, let's go. All right, Jimmy, just come on over this way. Have a seat over there. Thanks again for coming on.
Of course, it's an honor, John.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Trust me.
I'll put both the videos. It's fine.
You're all grown up. You're a big boy now.
They're tied together anyway.
What the fuck are you laughing at? You think this is funny? This isn't funny. This is serious. This was child abuse. What happened to you? It's great to have you here. Can I offer you anything before we start? Which I'm gonna crack you a can of Bush's baked beans.
Excuse me. What the hell? Huh?
This should hydrate you before we. Oh shit! Oh my god, I'm sorry. So this is the real Jimmy. This is the real. He's really here. This is him. Jimmy, we have a lot of questions for you. I'm sure everyone watching at home, I'm sure everyone is curious. I'm curious. We're all curious, but we want to get the real scoop from somebody who's really there. You say your memory's a bit fuzzy then, right?
Yeah, it was 13 years ago, so a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah, he's
so you were 8 then, and you are 21 now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just tell us, what we really want to know is, was it as real as it looks?
So people didn't. So when they say no adults, I mean they meant no parents. Obviously, there's cameramen and stuff. People thought there was no cameraman.
Yeah, but they filmed them crying.
That's what I was saying. I figured the cameraman wasn't like a toddler.
I wasn't a robot. Yeah.
A robot, or I wouldn't even think robot. I was thinking like a toddler, but. Wait. So yeah, there's adults manning the stations, the cameras and stuff.
And every now and then they would dictate some things you did. Like I found so I was on the poor team. Okay.
The poor team?
The poor team.
You mean like the labor class?
Yeah.
Do we have that down here? See? Oh! There you were. Child feudalism.
The poor team.
That's you down there. See? You were there.
Yeah, he's part of the poor team.
You were right there in the labor class.
I was one of the damned, yes.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. Anyway, so you go on.
So we got like
that is way too funny, man.
Like 4 or 5 buffalo nickels, which was the currency.
Buffalo nickels.
They were just silver with buffaloes on them.
Yeah, fair enough. Currency of the Old West.
And I spent all my money in the candy shop and on root beer
because you're 8, man. Of course you're gonna do that.
Payday advance, like right after that, weren't you? You were trying to get a welfare check.
Yeah, I wanted.
You were waiting in the unemployment line.
Yeah, I was, and so I didn't have any money, but like. For the most part, I spent all of it, and then
you gotta save, Jimmy. Come on!
I didn't know what saving was.
I
was 8. I'm way too young for this.
And so some of the cameramen were like, "Oh, look what we found here," and they would kick some dirt and be like, "Oh, it's a buffalo nickel. You should pick it." But they planted it probably.
Oh, they just would like throw you more money.
Yeah.
So was it a real functioning economy? I mean, to an extent.
Yeah, I mean, like I would go. I didn't even know we had a general store. I didn't know that. They didn't communicate that with us. I just knew that there was a candy store and a soda shop.
It sounds like they didn't.
That's so cute, man.
Yeah, I also
the camera's like, oh man, little boy's like, I don't have any nickels, and they throw him a nickel on the ground, and like, hey, go look at that.
I was listening very well because I was 8.
Hi, inside.
Did they give you like food that wasn't shown, or did you really have to eat what they cooked?
So for the most part, we ate what they cooked, and they had like, it was horrible.
What the kids cooked?
Yeah, it was shit. It was horrible.
I knew it. So they really weren't feeding you. You had to feed yourselves.
To my memory, they fed us one time, and it was after the big.
One of the kids started to look real pale, like started to numb.
After the we got trench foot. After the like the big event. We came back and everybody, there was no time to cook because we did the event. We were all like freezing because it was very cold. Oddly enough, it's cold in New Mexico at night, and so they fed us, and it was this. I didn't like vegetables very much, but I remember it was a weirdly cooked chicken breast, and then like this purple. I'm assuming it's cabbage now, but I didn't know what it was at the time.
Some purple substance.
Purple stuff. It wasn't good.
Yeah, it doesn't get very cold very fast.
Other than that, we had the whole dusty pancakes and molasses syrup.
So they just said, children, make your own food, really eat it, and stay alive. And there's no problem with this.
I didn't know how to cook food when I was like 8 or 12. I started learning how to cook when I was like 13 or 14, man. This is brutal.
One of the intervention they had people just walk around making sure you're hydrated. Because they couldn't have people passing out, so
there was just, that'd be bad for ratings.
Yeah, they had this one assistant who was always giving me Gatorade. Oh, and they gave us this dust to brush your teeth. You had like little You do this and you
could have just picked it off the ground. Dust?
Well, it wasn't dust. It was a little canister with like powder that you'd rub on your teeth and then spit.
I guess the main question is, to what degree
this is fascinating, man.
Like just you versus the elements. How much intervention was there?
There was enough just to get us by, but other than that, I didn't think there was a whole lot. Because like I said, okay, so when I'm sleeping, I had a mattress that was probably probably this thick, and then a blanket that was the thickness of this carpet.
What? They really did that to you?
I'm like, and then my pillow I didn't have one, so I used my red puffy coat. I puff it up and use it as a pillow. I had long hair, so I got cut in the zipper a few times.
Wait, so but that must have been like legitimately scary for you a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
I also shared it with like 4 or 5 other boys I just met.
So there was no way out of it until the first town hall meeting, right?
Yeah, you were forced.
Yeah, never ending.
Like, don't worry, this isn't some kind of crazy show. You can get off. Just you gotta wait like 2 weeks. Like that's really what they did, right? So that's not fake. You couldn't elect
He's
out.
a smart little 8-year-old man.
If I really like threw a tantrum, they probably wouldn't. But
suppose you could have run in a different direction until nobody found you.
They had like a wall of like security people like really far off to like make sure that no weird people or no animals like that.
No weird people.
It was
No
like
weird
Hands Across
people
America. Is that what it's called? The thing in the movement.
I'm not sure.
Something like
No
that. They literally had
Epsteins.
people like surrounding the town.
Chain link like this.
They
Holding
literally
hands?
chained, but they looked like they were.
I think I'd be concerned if a weird man just showed up at the border of a random ghost town.
Yeah,
So wait, yeah, no. Did you?
So
like,
they
were
did
there
kind of
scorpions
protect
in
them.
there?
I never saw a scorpion. I saw jackrabbits.
A jackrabbit. That's
And
terrifying.
I tried to murder them.
Oh, I remember
Sorry,
that.
PETA, but I mean, like,
To a certain degree, you can't get all the scorpions out of the area.
I don't know if they put down their scorpion repellent.
Pesticide bomb.
But
I think there is a way to. I think there's like a special marking if you get rid of all of the whatever it's called, the scorpions inside of the town, and then you make a little marking around. I don't know what it's called. It's like a special repellent. Then scorpions won't be as inclined to like get in there. I was thinking about that too. Like, what if they had a snake inside of like the town and like a bunch of kids get bit? Like, wow. This is a really good way to get sued.
I didn't see anything.
Did anybody see any critters that were dangerous?
Not that I know of. I think that's what the people. When we were out like jackrabbit hunting, we weren't really far off the area, but like we had obviously people like accompany us. We saw this. I remember seeing like cows and bulls, but they were tagged, so they like belonged to a farm. They weren't wild.
Wild.
They weren't. Yeah, I don't know if there are wild cows, but
very dangerous and a bit rude if I'm being honest. No, but the thing is, right? Because I was wondering. I was like. Because they're making you sleep in these dusty old cabins with like, probably space between the floorboards, right?
Yeah.
So I'm surprised you didn't come across any.
I wasn't there very long, so maybe there's some.
I'm curious. I'm curious if anyone else. If anyone else from Kid Nation knows if there were critters in or around your area, I want to know. That was a legitimate thing that I was wondering about. So you had to feed yourselves. You really were pretty much open to the elements. Like, was it insulated? Was it cold at night in there?
It was cold.
It was freezing. Yeah, it was really, really cold.
They didn't even keep you warm. You
shivered.
Only a kid.
I shivered every night.
You shivered.
Yes.
They really genuinely put
because
like the thing is, I'm just trying to figure out where the line between reality TV and they really are putting a kid in nature.
It was pretty. All right, so we had these.
They must have been so cold, man.
They stuffed like 6 of us in there. Tiny thin mattresses, very thin blankets. In the middle of the night in Mexico, it's freezing. I'd have to wear like full clothing. I wouldn't be able to go in like PJs. I had like sweatpants and stuff.
I feel like there were a couple times at camp like that, but it was always like a little bit monitored. On the bus when you were all coming in, did they tell you where you were going?
No, that bus ride was like 2 hours, and we had no idea. I remember I was just in. So we were at staying at some random New Mexico hotel. And I was on the bus. I remember just like I was on the window seat, and I was like looking out the window.
You think they would keep him warm? Nah, fuck
drove away, and I was like,
content.
Shit, this is real. And then like, wow, I have no. And then we drove forever, and they never told it. They were like,
whose idea was it for you to get on this show?
Go on the show. I think it was like my mom's. I mean, like I was kind of interested in acting when I was little.
Does your mom love you, man? What the frick?
And so I auditioned for
child
this
endangerment.
You weren't gonna have to do any acting.
Little did I know. And so we went to an audition in Boston, and like they were like, "Oh, we like you, but you're too young." And that was when I was 7, so it was a year before. And then the next year they were like, "Oh, I guess they still liked me." So they were like, "You're 1 year older, so you're better now."
Well, they called your mom up and said, "We got the perfect role for him. We're gonna strand him in a random location. You can't come."
Yes.
If you call the police, we'll come for you. We have people. You got a call from like an acting agency to your mom, and you were trying to do acting. You weren't like, I'm so ready for this social experiment.
Yeah, I was more into the playing a character and being in a nice movie set like this or something. And then
you didn't know. Thank you, by the way, for saying this is a nice movie set here in my actual basement. No, but it is pretty sick, though, isn't it, guys? It's a sick movie set.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so you weren't trying to get in a social experiment. Like, did you know that it was going to be like real, or did you think this was going to be fake? Like, what was the when you got off the bus? Did everybody suddenly realize it's more real than they thought?
Well, Jimmy was the little kid that said, "I think we're gonna die." So I don't know.
I mean, I went in with like a whole different idea. Like, I was like, oh, I want to be like coolest kid. Basket. I'm gonna have a fun time. Like, I was expecting it to be more like an adventure. Like, oh, it's gonna be fun.
Right.
No like parents, let's like drink root beer until like midnight. No one can tell us our bedtime kind of thing. I was like, oh, this is great. I got there. It was horrible.
Right. If I were a kid, I think I would think the same thing. Like, did you have any concept at that age of like, oh, it's reality TV, but it's probably not gonna be like totally.
Poor
real.
little
I grew up watching Survivor.
man.
Like my
That's
parents
why he left.
always watch it, and that seems very authentic. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a kid Survivor, but like there was a decent amount of intervention, and I think it was mainly because it was just like everywhere you turn there was a camera. It's something you don't really realize when you're watching, is that when you're actually there, there's like cameramen everywhere.
So what did your parents think of this whole thing?
I mean, so in the beginning they were all for it because it sounds like a cool adventure. Like, oh, he's gonna go out. Like it
Does it
sounded
kind
like
of deceive the parents a little bit or nah?
It was a lot worse. But when I came back, they were like. My mom was very glad that I came home because she didn't realize how much she would like miss me after having to like leave her child in Mexico and go back to New Hampshire.
And how long were you there?
My parents didn't let me go to camp until I was like 11 or 12.
From the time you got off the bus to the time you left.
So so I was at Bonanza City for 4 days.
4 days.
And then when I left, I think
4
it was like 2 or 3
days?
days.
Okay.
Massive piss.
Smudgelana, the best tuber Smuggelana, rave Smuggelana tail.
Smudgelana. Thank you, Pine Turtle. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I was in a hotel with one of like the
Smudgelana.
PA, do you call them PAs?
Production assistant.
Yeah. One of the PAs.
Assistant.
I was just like in a hotel with it. That sounds really bad.
Was he? Was he hands off? Did he let you do what you wanted?
It's very nice. No.
Okay.
It was 2 different hotel rooms. He was just like brought me to like the mall. We were having a fun time. Great guy.
Hands off or hands on?
Very hands off.
Okay. So has this like followed you? Did your schoolmates find out about this and stuff?
Oh yeah. I feel I was the only kid from New Hampshire on it, so like it was talk of the town.
Right.
Yeah, it aired in my 4th grade. Everyone was like fine with it. And then I think as we got older and we got into that prepubescent
prepubescent.
I got a lot of backlash from it.
Backlash. I don't understand. See, whenever I hear about this like backlash from like, wouldn't you think people would be like, oh, that's Jimmy, the sick kid from Kid Nation?
It was like,
you got put in the desert by producers. Like what? Why would they make fun of you for that?
Because I left early and I cried and they're like, I don't cry.
You were 8 years old, man.
People don't cry. Apparently I'm the only person that cries.
You were not the only in the episode that I watched. Play the clip.
Yeah, there's a bunch
Look at all
of
them
kids
crying.
that were crying.
Everyone cried. That's what I was gonna say. That's how I felt like I knew this was real. Like half the kids break down eventually, and I'm like, that's what I really want to know. That one
all of
scene
them
where
cried, even in the first
you're just
episode.
crying somewhere
in the back of a barn.
Did you really run away?
I actually did run away, and then the producers, the Karen, found me and like, hey Jimmy, can we film you?
I did. That's what I said.
Jimmy, can we film you? Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo, Jimmy, can we film you, please? And then he's like, okay. That is so mean.
He made fun of. It's really what happened.
He came up.
He's just like, yeah, give me more of that.
Wait, they asked, like, do you mind if we film you? Like, this would be pretty good. And I was like,
oh my god, this will be pretty good. Oh my lord.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was like,
this will be good?
Yeah.
This will be. Oh my god! I can't believe. I really hope he's not making this up, and he actually remembers them saying "this'll be good." The words "this will be good." Can we film you like? Yo, content.
Jimmy, I know you have no concept of anything. Your prefrontal cortex isn't even grown in yet. This is gonna be great for ratings. Can you keep the waterworks coming?
Can you?
Honestly, what's...
Oh my god, man.
Because I joked about that,
That
but
is
I'm like...
so mean,
my feeling
man.
was, you filming an 8-year-old crying, it's not fake.
No.
You can't be like Haley Joel Osment when you see him crying on an AI or whatever movie when he's a kid actor. You're like, okay, so
fake.
he learned to cry. But when a kid's like,
Snot
oh,
running down his
I couldn't
face.
believe anybody could just sit there and be like, because like silently like.
Yeah, kind of heartless.
So were there any was there a fallout from this? Was it like a lawsuit or anything?
There's just snot running down his face.
them, but they were sued a bunch of times. So kids drink bleach.
Jimmy's the first I've heard of that.
So
Glad you're here to tell me about it. So you want to tell us about the bleach?
Yeah. So I was not there for that part, but you know, kids don't know how to clean things very well. So they're like, this is dirty glass. Bleach.
You mean they wash the glass?
They instead of washing it with soap and water or just hot water, they used bleach.
Oh my god. So to those that don't know, if you clean something with bleach, it like the bleach has like a thin film that like stays on there even if you wash it out with water. That's why it's really bad. You use soap. Like soap is not bleach. It's very that's why you don't drink out of the toilet, because there's still bleach in there if you clean it. Yeah, it leaves a residue. And it's really, really bad. It can get into your lungs and like down your throat. It's really, really bad.
Bleach to clean it.
They didn't know. Of course they didn't know. They're little kids.
And then drank from it.
And then they didn't wash it out very well. Next glass.
Did they get sick? Did they get sick?
The ambulance came.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But, was it
they
like a
probably
real
hurt their little
reaction from drinking
throats.
bleach? Or was it a preventative ambulance?
I mean, there's no way you feel good after drinking bleach.
Wow.
Another girl got burnt, like got really. I don't know how bad, but she got oil burns when she was cooking.
You saw her face?
Probably, hopefully, maybe.
Well, you haven't seen it, so maybe it's not bad. Wait, no. So she got burned how?
She was cooking, and again, kids don't know how to cook, so they're like, I need at least 3 cups of oil in this pan.
Oh, and so they sizzled out.
Yeah. It's not deep frying it. They just were trying to cook it, like sizzled out. And I think. Pretty sure they got sued for that. Those are the only 2 I know.
Because I've never heard of it, and when you try to buy this thing online, there's one clip of this show online. Everywhere that it's listed, you can't buy it. It's not for sale. I assume the lawsuits they try to bury this thing.
Yeah, I think so too. But they gave well, at least me. I shouldn't speak for everybody else. They gave me a DVD of every episode, so I have all of them.
Okay, was there really?
Hold on,
one bathroom
we have
only?
to get that, man.
Yes. Well, for the guys, no, because I peed behind almost every barn. Yeah, I pee wherever I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so was there really just one outhouse for 40 kids?
Yeah, so it was actually right outside my room. And the funny thing was, if I woke up, there was a line of like 20 kids waiting to use the outhouse. And I didn't like
that's really...
So they actually did pick the outhouses before the TV because they had lines of people waiting to shit. And imagine, there's probably kids who are just shitting themselves waiting in line, man.
That was really real.
They're little
I'm like,
kids.
40 kids?
Yeah.
40 kids, one outhouse? There's gonna be a line. The math shows the line.
Yeah.
And there was 20 kids waiting for the one
That's
outhouse.
why they had the outhouse.
That's why I peed outside for the most part.
Jimmy, see, you really were the smartest one.
Yeah, and then I also...
Yeah, he was a smart little 8-year-old man.
How does a girl pee on the outside?
You squat. It sucks. I hate that shit.
Spray you there. I gotta just ask one more time. One, there was no other way to relieve oneself.
No, and I did not defecate while I was there.
Jimmy, you
For 4
didn't drop the
days?
your parents dropped their kids off, but you didn't drop your kids off at any pool.
I saw the outhouse. I saw a girl come out. I went in, and I just saw a lot of poop. And I was like, I can't do this.
You saw a lot of poop.
So I got out. I
It
did not
cracked
go.
open. You saw the scene. You saw the crime scene.
Oh no! In the New Mexico sun, that's a good point as well.
Not literally just that. Wait, so can you just expand on the statement? I saw a lot of poop.
I was afraid that if I sat down, it would go in me.
And you'd get more up in there.
Yo, that's such an 8-year-old kid fucking thought too. That shit had to reek. Yeah, in the hot New Mexico sun. It was in the middle of the summertime.
What did happen?
God
so I was
knows
like,
you have enough boiling up inside.
And so I
Maybe it
was
was
like,
in
I
the
can't
summer,
You
do
don't
this.
need an
still.
insertion.
Now I look back, I don't know who would ever empty it. So like, it would literally just pile up.
So nobody emptied it.
I don't think so, because when I went in, it was kind of a tower.
It was kind of a tower. This poor little kid got traumatized. Have you ever been to an event where the owl has on a mountain higher than the state? No. No, I've never seen that in my life. But that would be terrifying.
I was wondering, like, if this really was. So they genuinely were like, do you want to watch cartoons, kids? Or would you like to have sanitation?
Toilets, yeah.
Did you guys take showers?
So for the first 3 days we did not take a shower, but after our big like event, when it had like all the colored water all over us, then we took a shower for like.
Where were those showers?
They had them in like little trailers.
So they could have brought you more porta potties.
Yes.
They just didn't
didn't.
Yes.
They wanted to torture you.
It's crazy
on
for
purpose.
content, baby.
Did
for
Jonathan
content.
Karsh have his own bathroom?
I think he had his own trailer. I'm pretty sure he had a nice luxury bed.
Oh my god.
Okay, I gotta ask you about Jonathan Karsh.
What a tyrant,
strange
man.
alien lizard man, isn't he?
I think it was.
You think he was a reptilioid? Because whenever
a
he was talking to you
tyrant,
guys, he was very
man.
direct. He was just like, "You are looking like easy pickings down there."
Yeah, he would repeat the same lines over and over again because it would be like, "Oh, that take wasn't good enough." So he was
Really?
very robotic. He'd be like, "In our town's objective is this," and then they'd be like, "Okay," and say it again. Then he would say, "In our town's objective." So he would repeat things over and over again. So we were really like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, as a little kid, that would be scary too. Having like an actual like actor or whatever, like producer, like repeating the same lines over and over. That's traumatizing too.
Is this guy like broken?
The luxury trailer.
He always kind of looked like he was talking at you, not really to you.
Oh, he definitely was. I mean, also like when I left, he just like towered over me. He was just like looking down. He was like, "Bye, bitch."
That's how there's a few things, because we do media. We know certain tricks of the trade, and I noticed certain things that were like you could not fake. Like you were looking up at this towering man, like you're giving him this kind of look, and I'm like, my God, Jimmy's truly like in awe. Because normally, like at that age, adults talk to you kind of in a different way.
They maybe get down to your level, and you can have a conversation. Nah,
But he's just like,
power figure.
well, I guess you're leaving.
That's actually terrifying. I didn't even see that.
Boy,
They really
the door
know
is
these
that
things.
way. It was weird. I really thought it was weird. Were you creeped out by him?
I was a little. I didn't feel safe around him. I'll say that.
I didn't feel safe around.
You didn't feel safe around Jay
it's
Karsh,
like
the
the
king.
big booba Pepe.
I don't know if you saw.
He's like, oh
We put him
wow.
right, that's where he was in the feudal economy. He was right there
Yeah,
as
he's the
Jay
king.
Karsh. I call him Jay Karsh. What did you guys call him?
By buckle.
You know what I'm saying? That man, that specter that shows up,
Yeah.
and taunts me with stars. So they didn't tell you about the star until you didn't know about it until you left.
I think I knew about it like on the flight home. Cause when I went
That's
in,
freaked up. They
my
really
mom
did him
alluded to the
dirty.
idea, like, oh, maybe you'll be able to win money. So they might have told her. I'm gonna confront her about that.
How'd you feel when you found out you lost a chance at the star without even knowing?
I was a little bit pissed. I was like,
You were.
Cause they didn't tell it. I don't know if that would have kept me around, but it certainly would have had a fact. It would have had a push to make me stay.
We wondered that because you walked out and then he's like, all right, here it is.
Yeah, I didn't know until like a few days later. I was like, what the fuck?
It's crazy. Do you know what happened to Jared 3 years before that day?
Today has been the worst day in 3 years.
I've been wondering that myself because I'm worried for him. I don't know what happened 3 years ago.
Something really bad happened
Something
to
really
him.
bad happened to him. And I'm scared.
So you said you were on the news about it?
Yeah. So I went on when I was 8, but it aired a year later. And so I was on the news, or there were like some fucking news channel, like around
3
the time
years
it was aired.
ago,
And they were like,
my
oh,
dog
you feel
died.
bad. You missed out on your chance to win a gold star. So we got you one for the studio. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get money. Oh, I was like, look at this. I was like, wow.
That one's rounded. It doesn't even look
And
like
it's also
a
a
star.
paperweight that I accidentally broke.
Oh, it's a paperweight. How'd you break
paper.
Enraged that people keep screwing me over. I'm just a little boy.
I think that's what it was. But yeah, this is probably worth, $7.
I could see that at least. You could probably get it for $5.99 on Amazon. Maybe not these days. That doesn't even look like the same kind of star.
Yeah, it's kind of small.
So what are you up to these days? What have you gotten up to?
I'm going out to medical school in the fall.
The Kid
Medical
Nation star was
school.
actually gold. It
He's
is.
going to save lives. See, that's what happens to people who go through traumatic life events. So you're going to medical school for what field?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking like oncology right now, but I mean, it's probably gonna change.
Oncology. What's oncology?
Cancer.
Okay, I don't ever do this. I'm gonna pretend I knew what oncology was because I don't want to look that dumb. I know what most fields are. I didn't know the cancer field was called oncology.
It's a weird name. It's a really weird name.
Yeah. So Jimmy, what field are you going into?
Right now, I
They
think
kept it in, man.
Oncology. For all those of you who don't know, that's the cancer one.
Man, they did him dirty.
I knew that. I didn't ask off screen. So you should all feel stupid out there for not knowing
I want
that.
Jontron's editor. He's great.
So yeah, you're going into for
great.
research or actual surgery or what kind of?
I'm thinking like I hope probably both, like research and like clinical work, like working with patients.
Nice, brilliant. Well,
Aww.
Jimmy, you seem like you're a real nice, cool guy. Has anyone ever
you.
described you that way? Told you that?
No.
Has anyone ever been nice to you?
He's been traumatized since age 8.
People are nice to me.
Well, Jimmy, thank you so much for coming on. But before you leave,
man.
we've got a little something for you. We wanted to right this wrong, okay? And we wanted to finally give you that star we feel you deserve. That's right. Bring it out, boys. There we go. Sorry, that's the best we can do. We're out of magenta on the printer. We can't go out and get any. Everything's closed. So here you go, Jimmy. How do you feel? There it is. That QR code. You just scan that. 1 free Big Mac. No drink though. I'm sorry. Let me disinfect that for handing it over to you.
So bad.
Gotta be a bit thorough. All right. There it is for the big guy.
There you go.
Wow. How do you feel, Jimmy?
Complete.
You scan that code. 1 free Big Mac. No drink though. I'm sorry. We got to work with the times where. Yeah, hold that up. Wow.
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 What a great guy.
All right, Jimmy. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Thank you for coming.
This guy's a good actor,
Absolutely.
man.
Thanks very much for
He's
having
got a
me,
great
John.
sense of humor for
Sure, man.
having post-traumatic stress
I don't know if you
disorder
can
as a
tell.
child.
I'm not an interviewer. So I just have one final question for you. What do you regret more, Kid Nation or Jontron?
This has been a pretty shitty experience.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna kill you for it.
Yo, wait. wait. No. Oh, that's so freaking good, man. Mommy! Piss. Shit! Piss. Fuck. Fucking shit on calm. Piss myself. Fuck. Piss. Fuck. Piss.